Hello, my beautiful people. This is literally a morning message. I have woken up like this. Like, this is actually what my hair looks like in the morning. Happy New Year to you guys, first of all. Happy New Year. I had been running away from social media because I felt like the message that was being portrayed on social media was just consistently a negative one. So my thing for you is an uplifting message right now. To explain more, I'm not the friend who like encourages you to be down when you're upset or like you're grieving. I'm always like a forward thinking friend. I'm always like, okay, how do we get over this? Like, what's next? Like, what's the next step? I'm always like a solutions person as well. Like, I understand that you probably need to be sad about whatever you're experiencing, but the sadness can't resonate throughout your entire life. Like, take your time, definitely take your time, but like, look at the positives of life. Like, try to be grateful for things, try to focus on what you can control rather than what you cannot control, and be really good at what you can control and go from there. I turn on my social media and there's all these social heads and socialites talking about I know it's the second lockdown and 2020 was hard, and I know like you're feeling weak and it's okay to not do anything for a week and just exist. And I'm just like, what are these bullshit messages like that are just going around? I feel like there's less of people kind of like showcasing their goodness, like what all, because 2020 wasn't like a completely terrible year. When I reflect on 2020, a lot of the negativity that had happened with 2020 actually didn't have much to do with me personally. My lowest point of 2020 was the George Floyd death, and I was just like, you watch these films and whatever, and then you see something in real life. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to discuss. So my challenge today is to tell you guys to kind of take control of your mind. If you keep listening to people who keep telling you like, I know 2020 was hard and I know this and I know that, and it's all about negativity, like that's all you're gonna know. You have to be really kind when you're talking to yourself. You have to be really kind with your thoughts. So if you keep saying, I know 2020 was hard, rather than saying, despite 2020's challenges, these are all the things I've done for myself. These are all the things that I've accomplished. These are all the things I plan to do. With London, I'm not in London anymore. I had to leave because it definitely is like a spirit, a sea of negative spirits. Like, you just enter London and you literally, like, you see how my afro's big hair would have probably like stayed flat, maybe straightened itself out. I feel like the general consensus is just like, it's tier 5, lockdown 3. And people are still like, oh my God. I'm like, guys, okay, lockdown 1, we didn't know. We really didn't know. Okay, cool. Lockdown 2, all right, you have to kind of start making some plans and understanding that this might be what we expect to be the new norm. But you have to, like, months have gone by, you have to now look at what can be done rather than what is. Like, try to make lemonade out of the lemons. Yes, I understand the lemonade would probably be really bitter at first, but at least you've tried to work with what you have, and until you could add the sweeteners in, add the sugars in, add whatever flavor in, zest in that you would like to make it a sweeter lemonade. You get what I mean? But if you are just taking those lemons and just saying, oh gosh, I only have lemons and lemons this and lemons that for the entire time, then hear what? You would never make the lemonade, you would never progress, and you'll just always be stuck in the same position. You know what I mean? So I'm challenging you to not be stuck in that position, to please surround yourself with people who don't start sentences with, I know 2020 was hard, or 2020 was really this, or 2020 was really that. Like, a lot of people have done some successful things or started some entrepreneurial journeys during 2020, and from there, when they started in, like, I don't know, maybe not the first wave, the first lockdown in March, maybe they started in August. From August to now January, a lot of things have progressed. Like, for example, with me, just taking me as an example, I started this entrepreneurial thing and I was just like, yo, like, ooh, this is hard. Like, it's not making me much money. Like, now I'm in a much better position to the point where I'm thinking, like, how do I expand? Like, let me understand my customers more. How do I feed more into my business? Like, you get? So you even have people like what Elon Musk just quadrupled or whatever his income. You have Amazon guy Jeff Bezos who's doubled his income. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think those two people, for example, wake up every morning and say, oh gosh, 2020 is so hard, boy, or oh god, you know what I mean? They're like, how do we make 2020 work for people and our customers, our client base, blah blah, whatever. You know what I mean? I think my challenge to you is surround yourself with forward thinking people, with people who don't dwell on the negatives and what they can't do, but more so what they can do. And yeah, just like, you know, guys, like, make your lemonade out of your lemons, and just cool them, man. Like, you know, not complain every day. Like, remember, there's some people as well, recognize the people who would entertain you in complaining from now till the cows come, and they basically just don't want to help the situation or do anything with their life. So just be wary of those people as well. And yeah, like, you know, like, just find some new role models this year as well. If it is that you have fitness goals, start your fitness goals small. Like, one of my big things with my little resistance bands, I just sit there like by the computer and put the fitness bands on my legs, and I'm like exercising. Because one of the big things about being an entrepreneur, obviously, is that you don't have as much time as you would have liked to have. And you know, when normal people stop working at 5, you continue working past that. But I find it so enjoyable. Like, my customer experience, like speaking to my customers, is a lot of fun. I look forward to like their messages every day, all the little challenges that they throw to me, and like the curveballs that I throw them back, and then the reviews that come in, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing store, like perfect, great communication, perfect items, you know what I mean, the packaging, the experience, the whole experience was great. So anyway, back to the whole thing. It's a mindset thing, guys. It's a mindset thing, guys. Change your mindset this year. If you keep focusing on the negatives, you're just gonna stay negative. So I'm challenging you to be a better person for you, and I'm challenging you to surround yourself with better, more positive people, like way more positive people. Some things I do practice myself that they mention for stress are exercising, reading books, watching comedies, or having a laugh. So if you want to, another thing, social media, try to take down the amount of time you're on social media. If you're on social media, I'll just say be on funny accounts for like the half an hour and laugh your head off, so that all through the day, like 7 p.m. when you go into the grocery, you're still laughing at, what did I see this morning? Like, where the money reside? Where the money reside? Where the money reside? What's the other ones? Light a candle, a scented candle, have a nice bath. What else did they say? There's so many things. Just Google, like, you know, exercise, stress relievers. Stress relievers, well, exercise is the biggest one. But anyway, guys, that's me at the end of it all. Like, I'm gonna record some more series for you guys today. Show you guys my Germany apartment, which I'm in right now. Because you know what, with Germany, like, there's so many tall ceilings, like there's just more space, like the headspace is way better. I'm just gonna give you guys a preview. So look how tall these windows are. And like, y'all know how tall I am. I am like, what, 5'8". I can't reach the top of this door. And then let me show you from the top of the door, look at the rest, the remaining of space. So anyway, peace and love, guys. I've literally just woke up. It's still like blue outside because it's not fully, you know what I mean, AM time yet. But peace, love. I'll talk to all you soon. And remember, level up, man. Jeez, ciao.